viewers, in this video I'll be going over silver. Today we are up 2.8% on the 1 hour chart. We are currently overbought on the 1 hour RSI, and on the 4 hour chart we are also overbought on the 4 hour RSI. And as for the daily chart, we are also as well on overbought RSI as well. Yeah, so let's expand out to see where possible resistance are at. So I do see a multi-year resistance that dated back to right here in 2017, February, and at this point, April, as well as September. So I'll mark that as resistance. Notice these three peaks are fairly close to the price concentration where we are currently at, and we still haven't reached there yet, but eventually we may be able to touch it. If this uptrend is still has a lot of juice, so even though the RSI is overbought, it can still definitely go much higher. So if we were to move on higher, that price movement is roughly around, let's see, if we were to move on higher. So if we expand out and see that price movement is roughly around 1.5% if we were to continue to move on higher. And as for support, I do see possible support being the 9-day moving average. Reason why? So if we move in closer, the support or 9-day moving average is coincide with past resistance, as we hit resistance early in August, and then since we're above the resistance line, it acts as support now. So I do see this as possible support if we do lose steam and head down lower. So if we were to move down lower, that price movement is roughly around 5%. So let's head to the forecast model. So on here, I'll go day by day, where silver will head to in next coming days. So we have 1 day out, 2 days out, 3 days out, 4 days out, 5 days out, 6 days out, 7 days out. So which one of these models we should focus on? Ideally, the model that closely relates to the current trend. We have a current trend right here, and this trend I believe is the best match, and this trend dates back to November 15, 2007 to February 13, 2008. I'll point out why these two charts are similar. So what we have here in the beginning of the trend, we start off slightly above the middle Bollinger Band right here, and then we proceeded to move on higher to touch the upper Bollinger Band right at this instance, and then next we reverted back to the mean to touch the middle Bollinger Band, and next we see similar price action going on here. We have a peak here as well, touching the upper Bollinger Band, and then once more where we are currently at. So we have those points, and we begin to see similar patterns in this trend as well. So we start off slightly above the middle Bollinger Band right in the beginning, and then we head to higher highs and upper Bollinger Bands. So let's just mark all the upper Bollinger Bands, one right there, and finally one towards the end. In between this middle upper Bollinger Band, we have it revert to the mean, and once more right there. So we start to see similar patterns and trend shaping. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. So there is reason to believe that the trends and patterns are the same. The outcome and forecasts should be fairly the same as well. Again, the trend we took a look at or examined was November 15, 2007 to February 13, 2008. And back then, silver was up around 4.2%. And looks like we may encounter that resistance level, and I do see silver climbing much higher from now, so I do see that happening. So that is all. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.